So next day I was traveling back to US, and then I get a call from a assistant or a receptionist or something saying, oh, we'd like you to come to our group, and we would like you to have an interview. So I said, fine. So I took a taxi. I went from my hotel all the way to the tower where this company is established, is there. And I went to the IT department, and I met the CIO, and I told him, oh, I get a call for the interview, and I am Ali, and I have this kind of technology and these kind of skills. And he said, excuse me, we don't have any opening. But really? He said, no, we are not really having any opening. We don't need anybody. Then I said, okay, fine, thank you. And I went down to the street waiting for a taxi. And I don't know if you guys have been in the Middle East. It's very hot and humid.
I grew up in Saudi Arabia, actually. I lived in Saudi Arabia for 15 years.
You can imagine how it's gonna be feel. And in my mind, I was like, a very bad thoughts going on. Those guys have called me and brought me, and I'm a piece of shit. And you know, it's like they are not respecting the humans. And if I find a taxi on these minutes, I could have gone back to US because my flight was already. But then I said, you know what? I should not be quiet, and I should go back to really talk to the management and shout at them. You know, they are really mistreating me, and I'm not a labor, I'm not a slave. This is really horrible way. So, and I was on the street waiting for a taxi. Then I said, you know what? Let me go back. So I went all the way back to the 18th floor, and I said to the reception, I want to meet the CEO. She said, oh, who are you? Do you have an appointment? The CEO is in US. He's not. I said, I don't have an appointment. I want to meet the highest authority here. She said, oh, the highest authority is the HR director, and she don't meet people without appointment. She's fully. And then I start yelling and shouting and said, I want to meet somebody. You guys are horrible. And then the lady inside her office, she heard my noise, and she said, come down, come in. And she took me to her office.
This was the HR director.
She said, she was the HR director. And she said, can you come down? What's wrong? What's happened? I said, listen, you guys are horrible. Even if you paid me the highest salary, I will never accept to work with such garbage company. This is not respectful. You are treating people in a non-humanity way. You should respect the time of people. You called me and I came, and you damaged my schedule. And she said, can you come down? What happened? I said, I went to the CIO, and he said, there is no opening. She said, I was waiting for you, and we want you to be the CIO. We want you to replace this guy, and why you went to the IT department? I said, well, nobody had given me a clue. And, she said, come down, and then she ordered a coffee for me, and then I met the daughter of the CEO, the founder, and then I met the CEO next day, and I canceled my trip, and I called my friends back to US, to Portland. I said, guys, I'm not coming back. You go take my furnitures.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm here since 14 years.
Wow.